Hey guys. Jano Zero. Mid morning coffee break. Holy crap, that's good coffee. This is a request video. Um, Mad Murphy 1961 wanted to know a little bit more about where I came from and how I got to where I'm at now. Well, it's obvious by looking at me. I was a motorcycle enthusiast for many, many, many years. And even in that world that is on the wrong side of the fence, I was still beyond that on the wrong side of the inner fence. The world that I came from many years ago is a very violent, violent place that is fueled by greed, lust, alcohol, and substance abuse. And I got to the point one day, after some personal experiences, you live that life and you go through so much. You're fighting all the time. You get together, a big group of guys fighting another big group of guys, and there's people getting hit with bats and getting stabbed and all this other kind of stuff. And one day you wake up and you feel bad. You're hungover. You've got dried blood on you, dried puke on you, whatever. And you tell yourself, this can't be it, man. This can't be what life is about. There's got to be something more to it. Because I started noticing no matter how many fights we had, win or lose, and don't get me wrong, I didn't win all my fights. I'm not some super bad dude. I had lots and lots of fights. You win some, you lose some. But no matter how many fights we had, no matter how many patches I got to sew on, no matter how much money we had in our pocket, no matter how fancy the motorcycle was, I was always missing something. I always had like a hole through my chest that I just couldn't fill. No matter what I tried to cram in there, I couldn't get that hole filled. I always felt like I was missing something. So I'd go out and try to make more money. Go out and do this, go out and do that. More girlfriends, more motorcycles, more money, more alcohol, more whatever. Couldn't get that hole filled. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a preacher. I'm not advising anybody to do anything. I'm just telling you where I came from and what it was for me. And one day I woke up, so to speak, and I was like, this life isn't going to lead anywhere good, because I started watching a lot of the guys that I hung around with. We buried a bunch of them. A lot of them got locked up and they're gone. And I just knew there had to be something more to it. Make a long story short, I met a retired preacher who took it upon himself to show me a better way. Now this guy, keep in mind, he had balls, man. He had courage. He had real courage. It's different than any kind of courage that I was ever used to. Back in the day, we considered courage to be, I'm going to go and fight. I know there's three of them and only one of me, but I'm a man. I'm going to go and fight with these guys. That's what I was always understood, as courage. Well, hey, that guy's got a knife. Well, I ain't scared of him. Let's go. This guy had a different kind of courage. He would come up amongst us and tell us about God and try to get, make an impression on us and try to show us a better way. And I never experienced courage like that, and it made an impression on me. Well, so I started reading some of the stuff that he gave me. I started, I got a Bible and I started reading it. I would talk to other people, and make a long story short, the point came to where I got down on my knees and I said, hey, Jesus, let's try it your way. I've done this for many years and it's not gotten me anything to speak of. I don't feel like I'm happy. If you're up there and if you care, throw me a bone and kind of, help me out here. And he did, because here I am. Um, and I noticed that the hole inside of me started getting filled. It was like I guess it was kind of like an onion. You start peeling back layers. You start doing away with things that you think are important and that you think really matter until you get the stuff away from you that doesn't really matter and is not important. You know, motorcycles. Oh man, I wasn't a man if I didn't have a bike. Well, you peel that layer off and you get to the next layer. Cable TV or TV, so like that, you peel that layer off. Well, you know what? I don't miss that. That's not really all that important. And then you keep peeling off these layers until you find out the inner core of what really, really matters. And what's truly important and what's truly good. And something that is worth hanging on to and is worth fighting and working for. For me, it was my family. And it was love. Actual, real, unconditional love that I felt for the first time. And it was God who showed me that. I look at the Bible and I read the Bible. I don't read it in any kind of particular order, from front to cover like a novel. I just open it up and start reading it, and I always seem to find something that helps. And I look at it as a set of, he was showing me and giving me instructions on how to live here. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's the best way that I can explain it. He showed me how to actually live, which is, for me, living free and living happy is being content with what we have. We have a lot of resources available to us that I've learned how to use. We've learned, gardening. We've learned animals. Excuse me. Choked up. We've learned, that the hills can provide. The hills can provide for us, and that God will provide for us. We would be in that category of the have-nots. We don't have a lot of money, don't have a lot of fancy stuff, but we're content and we're happy with our life. We're happy with what we have. Because if you're always wanting something better, then that's not, to me, that's not contentment. Anything that comes along is a blessing, and we thank the Lord for each and every blessing that we get. And we've received more blessings than I can keep track of. And every day is a blessing. Every day we try to learn something new. Every day, we watch our garden grow, we watch our animals grow, and we watch our children grow. And it's to me that's a good life. We are blessed in the fact that we have a close family. Here, we're blessed that we have our property. I'm blessed in the fact that I didn't get killed or locked up back in the day because, I know now I'm here for a reason. And I'm going to set a good example for my children. And do the best I can to live. And live happy. So, for me, the hole was filled by God. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm not ashamed to say that publicly. For some reason, a lot of men will kind of keep that to themselves, and to each his own. But I'm not afraid to say that the Lord has provided for me, especially the last several years with my wife being sick. Because there's no way I could have done it on my own if I hadn't have made that that change, there's no way that I could have done it without God. There's just no way. And I've had several experiences, personal, deeply personal experiences between me and the Lord since then. And I might tell you one of these days, but probably not. It's a very deep personal, experience. And to get up and do what I do every day, it makes me content. I know that if I get out and I work at it, the Lord's going to provide, because He always has, and He has not let us down one single time. No matter what the case may be, no matter how much money we don't have, there'll be some bills on the desk that need to be paid, or there'll be this or this, it somehow always happens. It may be late. We may have to go a few days without something, but so be it. Like I say, you figure out what's really important, and sometimes that stuff just isn't as important as what it seems like it is. And once you realize that you can be without it and still be good, then that's just one less thing you got to worry about, actually. So anyway, I don't know if this helps or not. I just wanted to give a little more. I'm not going to go into any details about my past, because I'm just not. Not publicly on YouTube anyway. So if you guys want to really know more about my past, well, then come down here to Lawrence County in southern Ohio and hang out with me for a couple of days, and we'll talk in person. But I'm not comfortable saying some of those things on video. So anywho, my condolences go out to the people who who suffered from this tornado that came through in Oklahoma. That's a horrible tragedy. And the children who were killed and the adults who were killed, I pray that they are now resting in the eternal loving arms of our Lord and are resting in peace. And not really sure what else to say. So I hope this kind of helps. Anyway, this video, I hope it kind of helps where I came from and how I got to where I am now. Because I'm very content with the life now. We're happy. I feel fulfilled every day when I go inside. When I go inside the house and I see my wife and I see my children, and we're eating, whether it be eating a groundhog that we shot in the hayfield, along with some greens that we grew in the garden, or in the wintertime stuff that we've smoked and preserved or canned from the summer and fall. Or even if we manage to get a little bit of extra cash and we go and get a pizza for the kids. Man, that's good times right there. Knowing that we're providing. And to me, that's what it's all about. To me, that's what's important. And for me, that's what keeps me going every day. So, anyway, I'll stop rambling on now. Get back after it. Questions or comments, feel free. Like I said, I'm trying to do the best I can to keep up with the comment section. We had a couple of rainy days, and I did manage to catch up on some comments. I didn't catch up on all of them, and I apologize. I'm doing the best I can. So bear with me. If don't hesitate to send me a personal message or a PM if you need to. And guys, have a great day. Enjoy life. Enjoy life, and life will enjoy you back. That didn't make any sense. All right, y'all. God bless. The end. Buzz, buzz. The end.